Greetings, I'm Pillar Next Ancient Gladiator with more Pillar Loves tabletop games. Finishing out this series once and for all with Cities Skylines, the board game. Fun fact, my computer cannot run this game. So I'm settled for the board game, and you know what? It's actually pretty cool. At the start of the game is for 1 to 4 players. Each player will have a number of cards to work with in an effort to cooperatively develop the city. We'll start with money. Your utilities and other stats will start at 0. And ultimately what you're trying to do is make your city as happy as possible. So, over the course of the game, you will spend money to buy more land to work with. Oops, there we go. There we go, there's the flip point, is along the money line. And then on your turn, it will be your turn because you'll be holding the bird. But on one player, it doesn't really matter, so anyway. You will take one of these cards and play it. If you're playing an industrial, commercial, or residential zone, you get your choice of whichever tile you want to do. Playing certain cards might come with a bonus, so you want to think about how to make use of it. I don't have any transportation service for this one, but I would want to play it because I could then play the residential zone in the same district and get a happiness bonus. As you place things, you can it'll move these around. Things that take away your utilities will drop you down. Things that actually add to your utilities, like wind turbines and other sources of power and water and trash management, will raise it up. And then there's your happiness that you will get at the end of the milestone. There's your labor. Too many people not working or not enough people to fill the labor demands will cost money. And then pollution, traffic, and crime will affect your happiness at the end of the game, if you make it. So what you'll do is, on your turn, you can play the construction card. So let's say commercial zone. So I get my choice of piece. Let's say we put it here. And there's 1 labor demand and more crime for some reason. There's no transportation, so it gets discarded after playing it. It goes over here. And then I get to choose a stage 1, stage 2, or stage 3. I'm going to take a stage 2 early. Now, another option you have is exchanging a construction card. You take a card that you don't really have a good use for right now, and you spend 2 money and you set it off to the side, and you draw a new card from the stack. And this is a cooperative game, so the money is a collective pool. So you have to be careful about letting that run out. And then whenever you go to draw a card, you have the option to take the card from the exchange pile and add it to yours. And then eventually you'll have at least 1 zone or building in each district. The roads divide up the districts. You can hit the milestone. And then what will happen is any steps down here will be applied to your happiness. If it goes to -5, you lose. If it's anything higher than that, you'll apply that to your current happiness. And then if you hit -10 on this, you lose. And then we check the labor. Every step away from 0, you are cost money. If you have no money, you lose. You will then get to purchase new land. If you don't have enough money to buy new land, you lose. But let's say we spend money. And that now extends out these districts, so they already have one. So we just need to put one in each of these to the next one. Eventually, you'll flip up the last land tile. To end the final milestone of the game, you're going to need 2 in every district. Other things to keep in mind is with utilities, you're limited to 1 per district. And depending on what tiles you get, that will affect how many utilities you can build the entire game. We need to complete the final milestone, apply the crime, pollution, and traffic negatives to your happiness, and then check the results. And if you get at least 31 happiness, you're good. Anything less than that is kind of a bad ending, but that there are different endings at all is kind of nice. Then there's expanding the game out with its own modules. Normal game is going to be like 4 of these tiles, and they'll add in unique buildings, which do various things, but they are very, very unwieldy shaped. Roles, which let you do very specific things for extra happiness or money or no penalties. Policies, which you just pay money and just affect things or get happiness for stuff. And news, which makes things worse. It adds a little bit of challenge. The whole City of Skylines experience will be all of this stuff, and the ability to make whatever map configuration you want, and your difficulty of either 12, 10, or 8 money. If you can make a very happy city on 8 money, well played. What I love this game, it's fairly simple, but it's got a lot of strategy. Granted, it's kind of easy to get screwed by the cards, but I think it's nice. It's a nice solo experience, which is why I'm going to consider this as part of my solo sequence as well. And I definitely recommend it if you can get a good deal on it. So, this has been Pillar Loves Tabletop Games. This series, I'm done. No more buying board games. It's been fun. I'm glad I've had this series to work on, because just have these games and like, what am I doing with them? They're gathering dust. So I really hope everyone's been enjoying the videos so much. Thank you. Thank you so much. This has been Pillar. See you next time.